confidence I am looking for will only come after practice. So you have to practice it a lot. First of all with recording, then without recording, right? So the best practice is, which I suggest to everyone, that you can write down the name of the concepts in an Excel sheet, and you can turn off the recording and now read the concept one by one and practice. And which you think is you are quite confident with, you can just keep highlighting in different color. This way you can practice Power BI. Okay. Okay. So my screen visible to everyone?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. So guys, some more basic concepts and cases. We'll do both the things today. Like for example, I am creating this visual, and this time what I'm taking subcategories and their sales, right? Now the thing is, I'm sorry. Now the thing is, these are my top three or best selling subcategories: phones, chairs, and storage, right? Right, guys?
Yeah.
So sometimes we need to do
Yeah.
such analysis also. Top five customer, top five subcategory, best selling subcategory. This is a very, very common analysis you will get everywhere, right? Now, the thing is, for example, you are already aware that your company is focusing more on these three subcategories. So, how to highlight them in a different color? Because if you go to format section here, if you go to data colors, you have just one color option. So whenever you will be changing the color, it will change for all the bars, right? So how to differentiate these three in one color and rest in another color? Understood the requirement? Yeah.
Yeah.
So the thing is, you have to select these three.
Moving.
Sorry. So you have to select these three using control key, right click, and there is one option called group data. When you click on this, these three will be grouped in one group and rest in another group. Can you see here what has been added here? Subcategory group. Can you see this? Yeah. So basically now you have created a group. And what is the meaning? This light blue means chairs, phones and storage. Dark blue means others. Understood? So this is how you can differentiate few sub of the categories, some of the subcategories, or some of the employees or some of the customers in a different color. If you want to highlight something.
I have a question here.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, see, I understand we have grouped for the first three. When if the data changes in the near future and the phone, the chairs, and
So
storage
the
moves
purpose
down.
is, yes, the
Yeah.
purpose is not that. So basically, this particular grouping is not based on any condition. We have randomly selected top three, right? We have not provided it any condition. So
Okay.
basically, the purpose is like, for example, there is one employee whom you want to keep an eye in your team. So you'll always keep that employee in a different color in all your reports. Understood that purpose? So that is the
And the
purpose. The thing you are talking about, like top three subcategories, that is called rules-based conditional formatting, where we can mention top three, top five, and all that. That is something
hmm,
different. So you can
and
do that using conditional formatting.
okay, and which we can use in this, correct? Which is
Yes.
up. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Okay, so guys, sometimes what happens, you are new to data analytics, and when you start creating visuals, what will happen? Out of this data, you can create like 50 visuals, but is it necessarily and is it fine to show all the 50 visuals in a report? No, a report cannot be that long that you are creating 50 visuals, right? But what will happen? After creating the 50 visuals, you will get to know that these are the important visuals, these 10, 12, and rest are not important, and you will delete them. But what will happen? Your time will waste, right? First you created, you understood, then you figured out which are the meaningful visuals for you. You will keep them and delete rest. So what is the other solution so that you can save your time? So there is one visual called Q&A. If you click on this, you will notice we do not have any three sections here. Can you see those three sections? No. Right? Right, guys?
Yeah.
Right? And here you can read, ask a question about your data. So here, if you are writing sales by segment, it will make visuals for you. Can you see the visual? But it is not getting plotted anywhere. It's there in random memory. If you delete the question, your visual will be deleted. See? So basically, it's nothing. It's not plotting your visual. It's just creating in front of you. And if you think it's meaningful, you want to keep it in the report, you can create, else you can skip this. So it saves your time. And this is the reason you do not have those three sections for this, because it has not been plotted for you. And by default, it will only give you this kind of visual. Which one? This one, stack bar chart. So for example, if you want to create a pie for profit by segment, what will you do? So you will write profit by segment as pie. So you have to mention the name of the chart. Sorry, I actually did not give a space. As pie. So it will create a pie chart for you. So by default, it will create this first one. If you mention which chart type you want, you can mention. If you are writing here like top 5 customers, it will give you that also. So it understands that top 5, these terms. It understands that. Top 5 customers by sales. So basically, you will put your question and it will answer. So it helps in quick analysis. This is the purpose, right? Tell me one thing. Um, if I ask you, uh, have you seen those very, very small shopkeepers or big company houses? There is one common question which we can ask to both. The question is that what is the range of your customers? Do we ask this question? Tell me.
Yes.
Yes,
We
we do.
always ask. If that is a small shopkeeper, so probably our language will change or we will ask in Hindi. But this is a very, very common question you can ask to any business house, be it small or big. So how to find that out? If I ask you, what is the customer range, like कितने का sale तुम्हारा आ जाता है per customer and all that, तो on this particular data set, how will you identify that range? So that job can be done using a scatter chart. So take this one, right? I am taking customer name, sales, and profit. Now this one bubble is representing one customer, because if you look at the tooltip, it is giving you that this is the bubble for Tamara Chand, who has given you this much sales and this much profit, right? So where I have the maximum dots here, so much of so many overlappings, and here you can count your customers, but here you cannot count, right? But again, there is one thing, and what is one thing? I'm not interested in the customers who have given me the losses. So where is my zero line? This is my zero line, right? So it means customer below this zero line have given me the losses, right or wrong? Right?
Yeah.
Guys, so I will add a filter. I will say where my profit is greater than zero. As soon as I create this filter, my zero line will move here, right? This is my zero line. So these are the customers, all the customers who have given me the profit. Now I will talk about the range of the customer on for the people who have given me the profit. So what is the range? 0 to 5,000. So basically this is the range of sales which is given by the maximum customers. Above that, I have customers to whom I can count actually, right? Yeah, guys.
Yes.
Yeah.
Right. So if you want to do any such analysis, you can use a scatter chart. And for example, I'm taking pie chart and I'm taking state and sales. Is it making any sense at all? No, because
No.
all the pies are of all the same size and very, very clustered. So what is the implication? The implication is that pie chart is only good for a smaller data set, right? Right? It is straight away means that pie chart is not good for a big data set because we have like 48, 49 states in US. See, look at the list. So what to do? Which chart to use? So I will click on this and click on tree map. Better? Better, guys? Better than pie? I have
Yes.
created tree map with the same information and it looks better. And in this chart, what is the capability? The capability is on the click of three dots, you will not see those sorting options because it comes already sorted and you cannot sort it other ways. It will also reflect like bigger, smaller than that, like that. Can you see that?
Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Right?
Hello.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Yes.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
Mm.
So, yes, somebody is asking some query.
चौरसिया पान फार्म.
कौन पान खा रहा है लक्ष्मण?
Why not?
No.
अच्छा
Not
अच्छा.
myself.
Okay.
सौम्या?
अच्छा चौरसिया. तो रसिया पान वाले कोई है, उनको तो जानते हैं, हम पापा के दोस्त थे एक टाइम पे.
I think it was Soumya, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So guys, sometimes what happens that we need to show single figures also on dashboard or on report. What is the meaning? Have you seen those managers, settling down on the seat in the morning in offices and asking few questions from the people around? Like, whoever is sitting around them from their team, they will ask, what is the sales? What is the profit? Questions like this. Have you seen that? Yeah.
Yeah.
I always
When I was
find
in
that very, very
marketing.
bad. You are disturbing other people. Can't you open the reports and see it yourself? You can. So this is the reason there are few visuals here which answers your query as soon as you sit on your seat and open a link. What is that? There's a card. In this card, if you are putting sales, it will show sales in this, like this. And you have this as, let me just open a page. So basically, we can create such a report in Power BI and we can publish on any website also. Like you can see that I have opened a website. And instead of asking your teammates what is the sales, what is the profit, you just simply can open your website or wherever you have published and you can check. It remains updated with the base data. So if you are updating your base data here and saving it and refresh, this report will remain updated with your base data. So this is very simple. So these are nothing, these are cards, your logo. I will teach or cover rest of the things in some time, right? And this is a multi-page report. You can see we have multiple pages. So you can do that as well, not a single page. Moreover, we have used the single space for various visuals. How? Because we have connected this space with buttons. If you are clicking on sales forecasting, it will answer sales forecasting. Profit category wise, showing you profit category wise. It is showing you the profit fall. another analysis, state-wise sales, segment-wise sales, sales movement. So you can design this report in Power BI. So these are the cards I was talking about. So just open the link and check whatever you want to check instead of disturbing your teammates. So this is a row card. And if you want to show the sales, for example, region wise, because all the 4 regions are reporting to you. So there is another visual called multi-row card. In this, you can take 2 columns, like I'm taking sales and I'm taking region. So it will show you the sales region wise, right? Right, guys?
Yes.
Then there is one advanced visual called scroller. Have you seen that breaking news section on news channels? A strip at the bottom which is moving from right to left all the time,
Yeah.
Yes.
right? That is called scroller. So you can create a strip like that as well. So search scroller here. You can put it anywhere, either at the top or bottom. That is totally your choice. Like this. And now you can take state wise sales, for example. You can take anything in it and it will move like this. And we have the same formatting options for here as for this as well, right? This is very interesting. And when you go to advanced visuals, so do not think that we have this plain slicer with us. If you go inside the library, let me just open it again. Yes, and here you are putting the slicer, you will get a lot of variety. So you need to practice all the slicers. Can you notice the kind of variety we have in slicers? We have this sort of slicer as well, where it would be creating a tile for each and every month. So this is called timeline slicer. Chiclet slicer, where you can put images. So you would be creating, you would be clicking on images and your report would be dynamic. Play access, tile search, all these. And if you're putting pie chart here, we have variety in pie chart also. Can you see this? If you select donut, variety in donut chart as well. So when you practice it, do not do not keep yourself restricted to these visuals or single variety. Just try to find out what all variety we have, because there would be something different in each and every variety. Otherwise, Microsoft is not going to launch it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now one very important thing. Uh, we created this map, and what we are able to see in the tooltip, state and sales. But the requirement is something different. What is the requirement? The requirement is that whenever I'm keeping my cursor on this, instead of giving me state and sales, it's giving me the top 5 customers of this state. Question clear?
Yes.
Right? How to do that? So that concept is called customized tooltip. So this tooltip which you are seeing in front of you on the screen, that is a normal general tooltip, right? But we are going to customize it, that we want to show the top 5 customer of this state. How to do that? So I have created a new page, rename the page with some name, like I'm renaming it TT. Then the second step is go to view, and in the page view, select the third option, actual size. As soon as you select actual size, you will notice a dotted border around the page, right? Yeah. Then go to this format section of the page. In the page information, turn the tooltip on, go to map. Here in the format section, you will notice one section tooltip, and in tooltip, change the type to page to TT. So basically we have connected the tooltip for map with the page TT. What happened? Now you'll notice a blank page. So basically that page TT is reflecting as a tooltip here. So now whatever visual we would be creating here would be reflecting as a tooltip here. But there is one, let me show it to you. I'm creating this visual. I am taking customer name and sales. And because I need to show top 5 customers, so I would be putting the top 5 customers on the basis of sales. So these are the top 5 customers. So these are the top 5 customers on the whole data set, right? Yeah, right? These
Yes.
customers are not
Yeah.
for any
Yes.
specific state. But when we connect this page with map, that filter will automatically work. Like you can notice in Washington, we have Tamara, Tom as top two. In Texas, we have Greg, Laura. So that filter is automatically working. You do not need to do anything for that filter.
So this would be a dynamic, right? I mean,
Yes, it's
okay.
dynamic. In Power BI, everything is dynamic. That is the
Okay.
beauty of this tool. Like
And-
this is the reason how this is why this is preferred over Excel.
Okay, I have a question on the visuals.
Yeah.
Okay, what if one of the supported visual which Microsoft would be retired? So that would reflect on the reports, right?
Come again. What if?
Okay. If I'm using a visual from
Mm-hmm.
the store, I mean Microsoft Store, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and they have retired it.
Okay, so basically they have taken back or bought back the visual, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Or it is expired. See, there are that will happen that this particular visual will give you fix the error, something of that sort. Like for example, there is one visual. I'm not sure. I can try one thing for you.
Yeah, I
Uh,
mean we would be getting a notice, right? I mean I just
right.
wanted to
Yes,
know
yes,
what
yes.
if.
You will get. Like this visual was initially free, right?
Mhm.
But later on it was made paid. I don't know why. It's a very, very beautiful visual. So I used it in some of my reports, and then clients started complaining that reports are not working. So I want to see what kind of error it will give to you. Let me just add it. So it's here. And if I'm taking this and I'm taking sales, region, state, segment. So it is asking me the login basically. So
Okay.
yes, now I tell you the difference. So if the visual is paid and you are trying to use that and you are not authorized because you have not made the payment, so it will ask you to log in, right? Number one. And if it has been terminated or cancelled by Microsoft, forever, then it will give you the error like fix the error kind of a stuff.
Yeah, because then we need to recreate the report. If a
Yes.
business user has been using from
Yes.
over 2 to 3 years, then
Right.
he would come and raise an issue.
Right. Okay, so sometimes, guys, if I'm giving you this data and I'm telling, asking few questions like, this is the data for 4 years, like 14, 15, 16, 17. So I'm asking you few questions like, tell me if there was any sales fall between 2014 to 15, 15 to 16, 16 to 17, right? Then I can change my question a bit like, is there any sales fall between quarter 1 to 2, 2 to 3, 3 to 4, and then do the same analysis for next year, then do the same analysis for next year. Or probably instead of checking the sales fall, we can check the sales fall for month as well, month on month, right? Or I can ask you this question as well, that is there any ship mode for which the sales was falling? So sometimes what happens, have you noticed some companies are stopping some categories or stopping some kind of couriers that we are not doing that kind of ship mode now? So what are the reasons behind such decision? Probably it was affecting their sales or profit, right? Yeah.
Yes.
So how to do that analysis very, very quickly? Because if I will give you this analysis to do manually, I think you will take 2 to 3 days, whole days. Yeah.
Yeah, we can use an option, right? Year on year or year on month.
Yeah, year on year is a different thing. I'm not asking that. I'm asking what the visual. That is text. That is calculation. I'm asking, is there any visual using which we can do this analysis? Yes, we have. So that visual is called waterfall. So it has been named waterfall because it checks the fall for you.
Okay.
Okay. So if I'm taking this one, waterfall, what will happen? Like for example, I'm taking order date and sales. So what is it? It has some inbuilt conditional formatting. Green is increase, red is decrease, and blue is final balance, right? And here you can notice from 2014 to 15, there is no fall because it's coming in green. 15 to 16, no fall. 16 to 17, no fall. right? And if I add a slicer here for the years, and because we have supplied a hierarchy, we have drill down tools as well. So I'm going down. These are the quarters for all the years, but I will select my years one by one. So for 2014, there was no fall quarter wise. For 15, no. 16, no fall. 17, no fall. Similarly, I will go one level down and I will check this fall for months as well. For 17, no fall. 16, no fall. 15, no fall. 14, no fall. How quickly I could check this fall, right? Within 2 minutes, correct? And I can do some more analysis. Like I have one more point here, breakdown. What is it? If I'm dragging ship mode here, now it will tell me the fall on the basis of ship mode. So if I'm selecting all the years and checking it year wise, then in 2014, there was sales was falling for two ship modes, second class and standard class, and rest all were fine, right? So this way you can do a lot of analysis that which factor is affecting my sales. Ship mode, segment. So once you are done with ship mode, you can delete ship mode from here, and this time you can select something else. Like you can see the falls region wise as well. So it's a wonderful visual Power BI has. All the companies are using this to check the falls, be it the fall in the sales or in profit. You can check any kind of fall. Clear, everyone?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Do we have pivot table in Power BI? What do you think?
We have pivot and pivot.
So basically, we have pivot table here, but with a different name. So the name of the visual is matrix. Okay. And we have a table also. So if I am taking table, and for example, I am taking segment, region, sales, profit, then you can notice it's coming as a very, very raw data. Consumer coming like 4 times, corporate coming 4 times, home office coming 4 times. But if I'm clicking on matrix, it will arrange this draw data in as a pivot table, right? Right, guys? So basically, table is a plain table and matrix is pivot table here. Yeah, everyone clear?
Yes.
Okay. There is one another chart called funnel chart. What is it? So if I'm taking subcategory and I'm taking sales, it is coming in a funnel shape. If you are reversing the sorting, then the funnel's shape will reverse, but it will always remain funnel, right? So what is the logic?
Yes, ma'am.
How it is working that the shape is always funnel? Anyone who knows it?
Product categories were changing
So
while the
basically,
funnels
are you guys
shows.
aware of percentile logic? How the percentiles are calculated?
Yeah.
So basically, for example, for example, Ayushi use code 100, oh sorry, 95 out of 100. Okay. And Ankit use code 90 out of 100, right? And 95 was the highest. So now the percentile for Ayushi is 100 because she has become the base for rest of the students. And what will be the percentile of Ankit? 90 by 95, not 90 by 100. Understood? Yes?
Yeah.
Right? So on the same logic, funnel chart is created. This is the reason the shape will always remain funnel. If you notice the tooltip, what it says percentage of first. Did you notice? because it is comparing all the amounts with the amount of first, percentage of first, like that. So this is the logic behind the funnel shape, and this is called funnel chart. So very clearly, if I ask you that which is my best selling subcategory, you will say phones. Which is my lowest selling category, you will say fasteners. So it answers a lot of questions very, very quickly because of the shape. Correct? If I'm creating this fourth visual and I'm taking order date and sales. If I ask you that what was the sales increase or decrease from 2014 to 15, what will you say? Looking at this visual.
Decreased.
Decrease. How much decrease? That you cannot say. That you have to
Yeah.
calculate, right? But you can see decrease. And then it was increasing, then it was increasing. Right?
Yes.
If I'm taking this legend also, like for example, I'm taking segment in the legend, then also it is not answering the question. So we have used all the sections of the visuals and still it is not able to answer. But if I click on this visual and clicking on ribbon chart, you will notice one thing, that in between area has been filled with the light shades, right? And when you keep the cursor there and look at the tooltip, it will give you that change percentage. Can you see that 0.07%? Sorry, 0.17%?
0.17. Yeah.
Yes. So basically, if you want to show that in between change, so instead of using this visuals, always go for ribbon chart. See, 11.38, 60.85 and all that. So this is the difference between these charts, like clustered column or stack charts, and ribbon chart. So ribbon chart is giving you the in-between areas situation as well. Okay. Have you guys seen word cloud like this? You must have seen behind your manager's desk or at reception. We always see these things in offices, right? Have you guys seen it?
Yes, yes.
Yes, ma'am.
So what is
Yes.
the
Yes.
meaning? The meaning is that, for example, I want to announce employee of the month. So I would be writing the names of all the employees on this, and the winner would be in the big font, right?
Yeah.
So how to create this in Power BI? So if I'm going to advanced visuals and I'm searching word cloud, you will get this one. And when you click on this and you are saying subcategory sales. So basically, which subcategory has the highest sales? Phones or chairs?
Phones. Phones.
And then, so accordingly, it arranges the size on the basis of sales amount. If I'm not selecting sales, it will give me all the names of the same size because I have not supplied that column on the basis of which it can decide on the size, right? So you can see all the same size because I have not selected sales. If I'm selecting sales, it will change the size on the basis of sales. Correct? Yes, guys?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah? Okay. Now we have one more chart, bubble chart. This one. Can you see these things? Bubble name, secondary label, cluster name, value. And did you notice one thing, that each and every visual in Power BI has different fields here. Like in Excel, we always have x-axis and y-axis, right? Nothing else.
Yeah.
And here we have multiple options and different options for each and every visual, right? So here what all we need to enter. So I am saying segment, and in the bubble name, for example, I am taking subcategory, and in the value I am taking sales. So what has happened? Cluster means these outer circles, big circles. Bubble means these inner circles, and the size has been decided on the basis of sales. So if I ask you which is my best selling subcategory in the best selling segment, what is the answer?
Phones and chair.
Phones.
Yes.
So this is totally for the, you know, this purpose, that how you want to show your data. When we have hierarchical data with us, how hierarchical? Like we have segments, then for each and every segment we have various subcategories, for each and every subcategories we have categories and all that. So you can show your hierarchies like this also, right? What is tornado? If you search the word tornado here, you will notice it's a storm which starts from the earth and moves in two directions, left and right. It's a storm, thunderstorm, right? So we have a visual with the same name, tornado, and it has the same shape. It starts from here, left, right. So what is the purpose? Like for example, I am taking subcategory sales and profit. So all the subcategories, it has shown sales and profit left and right like this. And this is the shape of tornado, so it has been named as tornado. Understood?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yes.
Okay. So now tell me one thing. I have a matrix here where, for example, I have where is my order table? Okay. I have order ID, subcategory, and their sales. Okay. And I'm sorting it on the basis of sales. So I know that this particular order ID is the highest, has given me the highest sales, right? Right, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Right? Now I want to know the details of the customer, like who placed this order, what was the name of the customer, and all that, or what was the segment of that customer. How will you do it? So I do not want to include those columns here in this table. Now the a simple answer can from your side can be, ma'am, plot here only the customer name and their segment. No, but I want a different table here where I have customer name, their segment, and I want to see how much profit he has given to me. So it's a separate table here. Now how to connect both the matrices? Sorry. So if I right click here, there is no option. Is there any option? Like I can link it with page 20? No. So I'm going to page 20, and there is one option called drill through. Can you see this particular box,
Yeah.
right? And I am dragging, for example, order ID here. As soon as I dragged order ID, did you notice there is a back button? It has been created. Now if I go back to page number 19 and right click, one option has been added, drill through. Earlier it was not there. So drill through, it means this particular visual has been connected with that visual. So drill through page 20, what it will do, whichever order ID I right clicked, it is giving me the information for that customer and his profit. So basically it is adding that filter also. It's not only connecting the visuals, it's adding that filter also, right? Right? And if I want to go back, I can use this back button, come here. Now I'm right clicking on this order and I'm saying drill through, it will filter this customer. So somebody was asking me, can we use cross filtering across pages. So this is the answer. This functionality is called drill through. Right, guys?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
Okay. So why I dragged order ID here? Because in the previous table, I need to click on right click. So whichever field you would be doing right click in the next page, you will drag that particular column here. Understood? Why order ID?
You created customer ID and sales in the 19th, right?
No, I created order ID and sales.
Order ID. Okay, order ID and
And
sales.
so if
So
I
in
right click on
second,
sales, still I would be getting the answer. So are you guys clear why I dragged order ID here?
common field should be given the
What common fields?
both
Basically,
sheets.
I would be right clicking that particular section and coming here. So it means that if somebody is right clicking on order ID, allow drill through. This is the meaning. Understood? If here on this page, I'm creating another matrix and I'm taking segment and sales. Any drill through? No. Understood? So why drill through is coming here? Because I have dragged order ID here. Now clear?
Now, if we dragged that segment, then can we get that sheet drill through?
Can we have two here? So this is segment, right?
Yeah.
Now go here, drill through, page 20.
Okay.
Clear?
Yes.
Right? Okay. So now the question is like I showed you one report on the website, how to create that space and link to the buttons. Right? Understood what I'm going to cover now in 15 minutes? Yes, guys? Yes or
No.
no?
Can you please repeat it?
I'm saying I showed you this report, how these
Yeah.
buttons have been connected with this space. I will cover this now. Okay?
Okay.
Okay. So go to a new page and here you can create a lot of things like, you can have a slicer like this, segment wise sales or whatever you want to take. Going to the insert option, you can have an image also. I mean your logo, right? Then here you can have row cards. So you are taking card. Here you are taking sales or you can take another card where you can take profit. So you can design like this. You can have a visual here which you do not want to connect with buttons, like you want to show region wise sales, right? Then you can have a slicer, right? Now that is the space left. So what you can do, you can go to insert and here you can find this option buttons, right? In the last you have the option blank. So you'll click on blank and it will add a blank button. This is the button. When you click on this, you will get format button tools in which you can write the text you want. So for example, I want to connect map with this. I can write map or you can write anything, whatever you want, right? Then you can do some formatting for this. Like you want a background color, you want a border. Where is the border? Here you have the border. There's the radius. If you increase this, your border will become round like that. And if you want to increase the font as well, you can do that as well. See, and you can copy this button n number of times. So you can create n number of buttons. There is no limitation on the number of buttons. And now you can change the text. So basically with the first button, you would be connecting map. With the second, you would be connecting forecasting. With the third, for example, you want to connect something else like pi or whatever. And with the last one, you want to connect funnel, for example, right? So we have, created that kind of template with us. Now we need all the four visuals on this screen. So there are two options. Either you can create them again or you can copy from there and paste here. So this is happening because for teaching purpose, I was using separate pages for each and every visual. But when you create a Power BI report from the starting, what you can do, you can plan this report from the very, very starting also. Understood the difference in the training and the real-time environment, right? Right, guys? Yes
Yes.
or no? Right? So right click, copy, and come here. This is the map. Then you need forecasting. Okay, take funnel, copy. You can put it anywhere. No need to put, in sequence as of now. Then we need funnel and forecasting. Forecasting left. Right? We have all the visuals on the screen. Now we will close visualization and fields. Go to view, and here you will notice this section, panes. Click on bookmarks and selection, right? In the selection pane, you will notice all the visuals on this screen, be it a logo. So this image means logo. We have two cards, we have one slicer, we have four buttons. Can you notice the list of everything we have on this screen? Right? And in front of each visual, we have one eye. If you close this eye, your visual will hide. Did you notice? See? Hide, right? And if you open the eye, they would be visible. And in the bookmark section, there is no bookmark as of now. So what will you do? You are hiding, click on funnel, it will highlight the funnel chart here, right? Right?
Yeah.
Close the eye, click on forecasting, close the eye, click on pi, close the eye. So this is the screen which would be visible when you would be clicking on map. Yes? Right?
Yes.
When you will click on map button, this is what would be the output. Tell me, guys.
Yes. Yes.
So make it a bookmark. So click on add and rename the bookmark with the name of the button, map. It's not necessarily that you will give the same name as button. It's just a good practice so that you do not need to remember, right? Now you will turn off the eye for map and open the eye for forecasting and bring it here. Now this is the screen which would be visible when you click on forecasting button, right?
Yes.
Click on bookmark, rename forecasting. Now hide this, open the eye for pi, bring it here, add the bookmark, close the eye, open the eye for this, add the bookmark, rename. All the 4 bookmarks are ready. So your number of bookmarks would be equal to number of buttons. And once you have created all the bookmarks, open all the eyes and close this. Now check the connectivity if it's working fine or not. So with control key, click on the button. We have not connected it. We have just created the bookmark, right? So how to connect it? Click on this button. It will open button tools. In the last, there is one option called action. Turn it on and here select the bookmark it needs to open. Which bookmark? Map. Similarly, when you go to forecasting button, connect it with the bookmark forecasting, pie, bookmark, pie, funnel, bookmark, funnel. Now click with control key, map, it is showing you the map, forecasting, pie, funnel. It means you have connected it well. Understood how it works? Guys?
Yes.
So this is how you would be designing your report. And once you are done, you can save this and you can click on publish. And as soon as you click on publish, it will publish it to the cloud. Everyone done with the cloud? Have you guys created your cloud account?
Yeah, I
It's
have Office account, but we can't publish this in that site, right?
okay. So basically it shows success. Now I would be logging to cloud.
Can we restrict the other people to see this
To
charts?
yeah,
For
how
example,
people will see it? You mean you have to give access?
okay, so I can publish for
Yes.
practice purpose.
So it's going to your account, not anyone else's account. So why you want to hide it from other people? How other people are going to access your account? So now this is the folder, my workspace. If I come here, what is the name of the file here? December batch, right? If I go to cloud, can you see this December batch? If I open this, you will notice the same report here, which we created. And how many pages we had? I think 21. 21. So all the 21 pages are here. See, this is how it is published on the cloud. So in the next class on next Saturday, we would be discussing the cloud features and how to update the base data here. Base data as in, for example, you created this report for quarter 1 and now you got quarter 2 data from your manager and you need to add quarter 2 data here and update the report. So how we will do that, right? And cloud features, and we will talk about the security. Which security? Like for example, I am a manager and I am handling 4 regions, right? Or 4 countries, for example. So when I publish my report, I do not want that US employees are watching Indian employees data or Indian employees watching Russian employees data and all that. Understood the reason? Question समझ में आया?
Yeah, yeah.
Like for example, for all the 4 countries, I'm creating a single report, not 4 reports, right? But this particular data set has the data for all the employees of all the 4 regions, right? Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
But I want that when I'm publishing it on cloud and giving access, then only Indian employees are visiting Indian data, US, US data, Russian data, and all that. So, how to add that security? So, I will cover that as well. So, in the next class, we would be completing the entire Power BI, discussing all these features. So, 3 things are left. Then we will start with text. Fine, everyone?
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Any questions in today's class? When you practice at home, you have entire week. So create this entire report and publish on your cloud. And then we will be starting with next class. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay, everyone?
Yeah.
Any questions?
Yesterday while practicing, I'm not getting some features like drill through, tool tips. Tool tip I didn't get. If I want to find out where I can find other than the video, can we have any material?
You do not need to refer any material. My recordings are sufficient. If you could not
Okay.
understand in class, play the recording and watch again.
Yeah, yesterday I didn't get video. It went to my spam folder.
No, no, it
So
must have landed in your spam folder. We have shared the video. If you have not got the video, you can message on that company number. They will send it again.
yeah.
Lakshman, you
Hi,
did
ma'am.
not get?
Today
Hi,
morning
ma'am.
I
Can you
checked it
share
was
this
in the
Power BI
spam folder.
file?
Come again, Soumya, what are you saying?
Can you share this Power BI file to us to see
Yes.
to
So I
again
would
do
be
this?
I would be emailing it to everyone today. And
Yeah,
Lakshman,
yeah.
you did not get yesterday's recording?
I got it, but it went to spam folder. Morning I checked it and I got it.
No
Ma'am.
problem. You can play it again. You
Yes.
can practice because
Sure, sure.
you can tooltip is very easy. You can do that. There is nothing in it.
Yeah, yeah.
So do not go for outside material. This is sufficient.
Okay, ma'am.
Okay. So everyone, please join 4 p.m. next Saturday. We would be completing Power BI, and from Sunday we would be starting with DEX.
Yeah. And ma'am, nobody shared their email ID.
No one?
Yeah,
Yeah.
ma'am. Please share your email ID to me also for further queries.
Okay. So note down the email ID partner@edu4Sure.com.
Partner at the rate. Okay.
I'm dropping in the chat window also.
Yeah.
I have typed.
Yeah. Listen. Thank you.
Okay, everyone. Clear?
Clear now.
Okay. Bye bye. All the best.
You too. Bye. Thank you.